The need for communities to be fully engaged with regeneration of their environment is one of SURF's two founding principles, the other being the need for a holistic approach which equally embraces physical, social, economic and cultural resources. The Scottish Government has placed considerable weight on community-led regeneration, with a commitment of £20 million investment in the Empowering Communities Fund, underpinning the aims of the Community Empowerment Act being implemented over this year. This short film, part of SURF's record of Alliance for Action work in Glasgow and Kirkcaldy, illustrates the potential of this approach, but also identifies some of the challenges involved. There is widespread recognition that community empowerment begins with community engagement, and that asking people what they want is not just important, but crucial to sustainable regeneration.
The way that you do that is by speaking to people locally, and using their kind of ideas, really. So all of these, that's the other thing, it's quite important to say that these are not my ideas. Like, what I've done is set up a situation where you have this great team of people who then come up with these amazing ideas.
We want to make sure that kind of money that's potentially going to be coming in is really used wisely and used in such a way that is led, hopefully, by community members as much as possible.
It's a participatory action research project where the young people will be very involved in sort of framing the question and a lot of the research, and they'll lead on really looking into the impact of austerity and cuts on them.
There is, of course, the challenge of identifying what constitutes the community and who best represents them. Communities are rarely cohesive entities, and individuals within them do not conveniently share the same harmonious views. Historical distrust of outside or official agencies mean that transparency and accountability have to be prioritised.
I think that localism builds the kind of the relationships that are the basis of trust, that would lead to more accountability primarily to the local area rather than sort of feeding it up the pipeline to prove some policy initiative that came from government.
Even in communities where there has been considerable investment in consultative processes, some individuals may still feel they've been left out of the decision making.
I don't think we get the full information, and there's always that worry about what's actually going to happen. Are they really going to meet our needs? Because we're the people that are using this place. And when I say we, I mean the community.
Although communities are of course the real experts on themselves and are enthusiastic about engagement, they may sometimes need support in developing their capacity to do so. SURF Partners, the Scottish Community Development Centre, are already working building capacity with people in Govan and Kirkcaldy.
We don't have retired doctors, retired professionals to help us. That's our problem. They never had the skills to take on the roles as treasurer and secretary. That was the point. They were quite happy giving up their time, but not to take on a role as such.
An Alliance-led participatory budgeting initiative, seed-funded by Creative Scotland, was very successful, but took much longer than anticipated.
It gave us a bit of a challenge to think about what would it be that the community was bidding for, and how would they kind of get to grips with the kind of projects that they would want to see. So we began to realise that there was quite a lot of groundwork to be done first, getting the community geared up to understand and to think about a wider canvas of projects that could be developed.
This initiative both empowered the community and converted practitioners along the way.
It's really nice just to be able to take that wee step back and go, oh, okay, that's nice, to just get everybody else what they really want as well, because I think a lot of the time as a practitioner and as a member of staff or anything like that, you can kind of get stuck in a wee bubble that you kind of go, well, this must be what people think. And then you go and ask them and you go, oh, it's not at all.
People living in communities like Kirkcaldy and Govan have valuable experience, skills and views which can positively influence the regeneration of their communities. But the challenging reality is that they will need greater and continued resources to overcome decades of underinvestment and increasing pressure from global and socio-economic forces over which they've no control.